Today, while I was walking, I stopped to wait for my friend and came across two people sitting at a table drinking coffee outside a cafe. They were talking, and one of them was talking about another person who seems to be a mutual friend. He was describing the worst things this person does, and the other guy was just listening. When the first guy finished, the second one said, "Okay, but doesn't he do anything good?" The first guy replied, "Yes, he does, but the bad things he does make it hard to remember the good things." The second guy then said, "We are all bad in some way." At that moment, my friend arrived, but that conversation stuck in my mind. What tied it even more was the smell of the coffee coming from the cafe. You know, smells are always the strongest things to imprint memories. I then thought about coffee itself and remembered the first time I encountered it. I didn't like its smell at first, but my curiosity about why people drinking and enjoy it made me want to try it. When I tried it for the first time, it tasted awful, and I decided not to drink it again. But over time, and with seeing people drinking it repeatedly, my curiosity and confusion grew. I started to feel there was something wrong with me for not liking it. So I tried it again, and the result was just as bad as the first time. Each time, I would decide not to drink it, but my curiosity would push me to try it again. Over the time, caffeine started entering my body from the coffee, and my desire for coffee increased without me realizing it until I started to love its smell and taste, which I initially hated, and they become my favorite things. Imagine that you like something about coffee so much that you accept its bad parts, and not only that, those bad parts become your favorite things. This same concept applies to us. When you think about the number of times you were like a cup of coffee for someone and the experience they went through it of acceptance and rejection until they choose you in their life and made your flaws their favorite things, you should realize that this person is special and deserves all your feelings and priorities. Just like the story of the two people where the first one was mentioning his friend's bad traits and the second one was trying to taste them and see the good in him, to hold into him. But don't forget that bad coffee, no matter how much you try to taste it and make it better, it's still bad in the end. But we don't regret trying to fix it because we know that without bad coffee, we wouldn't know the value of good coffee.